I would like to bid all in tune with us a happy and healthy holiday season. When I say healthy, I mean taking COVID-19 seriously. I encourage you to forego the traditional mass gatherings this year to limit the spread of the virus. Instead, option to celebrate with the members in your household and hold video calls with extended family and friends. If gatherings, as this still may be the case for some, wear your mask, arrange distance sitting, allow one person to serve food and beverages, and limit the amount of guests invited. As the new normal, it is critically important to wear a mask when around anyone you do not live with. Maintain a distance of at least 2 meters between yourself and others, and wash or sanitize your hands frequently. If you are experiencing signs and symptoms, I urge you to notify your general practitioner or to call CPS at 914. In efforts to prevent the spread of the coronavirus, you may need to stay at home and decline all visitors. Self-quarantine and isolations are interventions meant to help protect the public by preventing exposure to people who have or may have COVID-19. We have been seeing a steady rise in the number of confirmed cases and urge everyone to help slow the spread of the virus by following the implemented guidelines. Thank you all for joining us this afternoon, as we would like to give you some more information and insight of some of the organizations and their professionals who are constantly busy with the pandemic the world, and as such also the community of St. Martin is experiencing. Besides of the disease itself, COVID-19, we are also busy preparing and getting ready for as it arrives to start distributing the vaccine. More information will follow as we're getting ready to go in that phase. Agreement is reached already within the kingdom for it to be available to all the countries in the kingdom. In addition, this entails the necessary equipment that will be needed for storage. Also, when times arrive, we will need all the professionals in the medical field to put hands on deck and help.
On behalf of Collective Prevention Services, I would like to provide you with an update on COVID-19 on St. Martin. From an epidemiological perspective, we are at a tipping point. As of this morning, December 22nd, CPS has registered a total of 1,362 cases. This is up 24 from yesterday. This number reflects the total number of confirmed cases from the start of the outbreak in March. Based on the number of new cases, when we look at our incidence rate, this corresponds to more than 200 new cases per 100,000 population. The incidence rate is an important metric because it describes how quickly diseases occur in the population and allows us to also compare our rates to other islands and countries. What we are seeing on St. Martin is an increase in cases caused by a rise in number of symptomatic people coming forward for testing, which is an indication that there is increased community transmission. As the minister said, I continue to encourage persons who are experiencing flu-like signs and symptoms to please call their doctors or to call us here at CPS at 914. When you call CPS, you will be scheduled for testing. I am pleased to announce that in the new year, CPS will be introducing antigen tests into our testing strategy. The reason for this expansion in the testing strategy is to encourage more persons to come forward for testing, and these tests will help us quicker confirm any suspected clusters or outbreaks. PCR testing will still be done as this remains the gold standard. Yesterday, December 21st, CPS conducted a pilot of 60 antigen tests, and this experience, once evaluated, will help us plan for subsequent community testing in various districts. Now, when we look at trends in our data, what we are seeing are active clusters throughout various sectors in the community. Currently, there are clusters occurring within large families, in the banking sector, the yachting sector, bars and restaurants, the medical sector, and justice sector. This information that I'm communicated is not to create panic, but to paint a realistic picture that COVID-19 is everywhere and can still impact anyone. What is important is that whether you are in a public space, whether you're visiting family or friends, or even in the workplace, you should be wearing a mask, maintaining a 2 meters distance, and hand hygiene become essential. My message for the holidays is to urge all residents and visitors to be safe and to be responsible. We have advised that public gatherings be limited to no more than 5 persons unless you are from the same household. While we realize that this may be a challenge for some, we needed to provide a benchmark. Due to the rapid increase in cases, we have also made recommendations to curtail nightlife and to consider implementing a curfew. Individuals and businesses need to understand the gravity of the local situation and take it upon themselves to ensure that those around them adhere to the public health measures. We are also asking that everyone limit the amount of household visitors over the holiday, especially if family members are coming from abroad. If there is an opportunity to quarantine before interacting with relatives, this is strongly encouraged. We also ask the public to limit contact before visiting older relatives, as they are the vulnerable population. If you happen to be hosting guests, you should tell your guests that you expect them to wear their masks. And if there is an opportunity for outdoor gathering or outdoor dining, this is preferred. I also wanted to take this opportunity to remind the public to complete the COVID-19 questionnaire that has been circulating for the past week. So this questionnaire was a collaboration between SFV, the Department of Communication, and CPS to gauge the public's knowledge, perception, and attitude towards COVID-19. The link of the survey can be found on the Government of St. Martin's website and Facebook page, and also on the Facebook page of CPS. The responses are anonymous, and the data will help us to inform how to better communicate and disseminate information to the public. One of the areas that we are extremely interested in hearing about is the public opinion about the COVID-19 vaccines. In the first quarter of the new year, St. Martin will be receiving vaccines from the Netherlands. We do not know which brands or the expected quantity, but the necessary preparations are already underway. What we do know is that it will either be the Pfizer vaccine or the Moderna vaccine. CPS, as the minister said, is in the process of working with health partners to identify priority groups, which would be the first to receive the vaccine. It is therefore important for the public to keep up to date with public health messages as they become available from CPS and DCOM. In closing, please help us keep COVID cases low so that the healthcare system does not become overburdened. As the head of CPS, I want to wish everyone a healthy holiday season and a safe and happy new year.
That St. Martin was able to secure and finalize the necessary agreements for the third tranche of liquidity support after meeting some additional conditions that were set during the Kingdom Council of Ministers meeting held last Friday, December 18th, when we had expected to receive that approval. During the discussions held over the weekend, which were back and forth, and I must say I have to thank all those who were involved in helping us to come to an amicable agreement. This past Monday, government sent a clarification letter to the State Secretary responding to the additional requirement that was still pending, and confirmation was received from the Ministry of Basic Care that we would be able to move forward with the agreements which had been agreed upon and presented to the Kingdom Council of Ministers, and that a virtual signing would take place. On Tuesday morning, yesterday, we were able to have that virtual signing, and we came together in a very amicable atmosphere, virtually, the State Secretary and I, with our support staff, and both pledged to continue to work together in the interest of St. Martin and her people. I further stress the need for this to be done with understanding and respect of each other's perspective and opinion, ensuring that the laws, our Constitution, as well as those of the Kingdom, are upheld at all times. As such, we both pledge to continue to look forward to and participate in open, honest, and respectful dialogue and collaboration with the government of the Netherlands and the government of St. Martin and our established work groups to ensure that we can live up to the timelines made in these established agreements. I must reiterate, though, that there has been some negative press related to statements made in the Kingdom Council of Ministers on behalf of St. Martin by our Minister Plenipotentiary. Minister Rene Vailenas uses the Spreek text, the text that is approved by the Council of Ministers, and we stand by those statements. Nothing we said in there was in any way inflammatory and spoke directly to the facts. The additional conditions that were set were pertaining to statements made in Parliament and by an independent group within the community. As Government of St. Martin, we continue to reiterate that we're not responsible for statements made by Parliament or any other body, and that all other governments within the Kingdom are quite aware of how our laws are and the free mandate of Parliament, and that is completely understood on all sides. We hope also moving forward that as we have understanding for words that hurt on that side of the Atlantic, that there is understanding that the negotiation tactics can be seen as bringing up feelings of hurt related to our also checkered past as a former colony here on St. Martin. So as mentioned before, as well as in our press releases, the interests of the people of St. Martin are first and foremost. And as my mother would say at all times, is that you treat people with respect and it will come back to you. And as people of St. Martin, we know how to do so, and we will continue to do so in openness and honesty to the people of St. Martin as to what we're exactly dealing with. I look forward to us becoming much more economically and financially resilient as we end 2021 and move into end 2020, and move into 2021. I'm ahead of myself, and I take a lot of heart in the statements made by my colleagues preceding me in wishing the people of St. Martin all the best, positive thinking and the like. I do have one other update. Yesterday, I had a courtesy call from the newly appointed Prefet Délégué to Saint-Martin and St. Barts, Mr. Serge Gouthieron. Yesterday, with the Minister of TIAT, Minister De Wever, and our Foreign Affairs Acting Head, Mr. Patrice Gomes, we held a very interesting meeting also with the Chief of Cabinet of the Prefet, Mr. Julien Marie. During the meeting, we discussed our current state of affairs, the willingness for the French state to collaborate together with our collectivité and the Dutch government on this side of the island, to be able to ensure that there is a continued good working relationship in the interest of all our peoples, in the interest of our shared economy, and in the interest of ensuring that those relations do not mar the serious emotional and familial ties that binds the people of St. Martin.
Management and staff of Phillipsburg Auto Accessories wishes you and yours the very best for 2021.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
Happy to announce that you can pay your road tax online as of January 1st. I encourage you to utilize this method, which will allow you to avoid groups of people. For those that cannot, you can still make use of the traditional methods as of January 4th. You can find more details on how to pay your road tax pinned on my Facebook page, also the government's Facebook page, and we'll continue with the media campaign. The portal for payroll support will be open tomorrow. I urge the business community to apply and get the support they need for October, November, and December. The deadline to do so is January 8th. In regards to the third tranche liquidity support has been signed off. This will mean a sum of 61.2 million guilders will be released for 2020. In addition to the agreement signed for the liquidity support, the bullet loan of 2010 has been included in the negotiations as previously discussed and will be refinanced for a period of 15 years. The first 3 years we won't have to pay, and after that will be 0% interest. I'd like to thank all of those in the finance ministry and my team for working through tough and emotional financial year. No matter what the year threw at us, you were able to show up and get the work done. It's important that I make mention of your efforts and show my gratitude. People see the results, though they may not see the faces behind the results. I am very grateful to you all. This has been a challenging year for everyone. As an island, as a people, we've been through the worst, so it's only right that we have to look forward to the best. I'm grateful for the way it has shifted, where I place value on how I spend my time and how we spend time with each other. I hope it has also brought you some light from me to all of you. I would like to say Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. And don't let this pandemic damper on our celebrations, but we still have to take the COVID-19 protocols into consideration when celebrating during this holiday.
Christmas for us is a time when we are to celebrate good tidings. And as a good Christian, we are to have faith that things will get better. This year is coming to an end, and it is leaving memories and moments in our minds. Some experiences of 2020 that I would like to share with you at this moment are the ones I had working with the team of the Ministry of Education, Culture, Youth and Sports. I want to let them know that their hard work behind the scenes, which no one sees, is appreciated. The words thank you are full with appreciation for all that you have done and are doing for the people of St. Martin. The unselfish time and efforts of your commitments have helped us to continue through the challenges of this pandemic. To all of the departments and divisions, thank you again for assisting in getting the work done. To my cabinet members, thank you for being there and assisting me and enabling me to serve the people of St. Martin in this function as Minister of the Ministry of Education, Culture, Youth and Sports. Thank you to all of you, and a Merry Christmas to you and your family. To all of the school boards, the school management, staff, teachers, parents, and students, I would like to say thank you for your cooperation and understanding of the situation. Teachers, I know and understand the hard work that you have been doing to assist our students in these trying times. Even though some of us are tired and would like to see this come to an end, remember, we are not yet out of the woods. So do not let down your guard as yet. Thank you again, and Merry Christmas to you also and your family. I would like to say special thank you to Mr. Van Putten and his team, who have poured part of the roof of the Prince William Alexander School in St. Peter's this week. When I took office in March, this project, which started about 5 years ago, was on a standstill. The gate to the property was closed and the trees had grown up all around the structure that was there. So yes, I am happy to inform the public of St. Martin that we were able to restart this project and hope to complete it in the early part of 2021. To my colleague ministers, I would like to say a Merry Christmas to you, and special to the Prime Minister of St. Martin, our Prime Minister, much strength at all times. To all the civil servants, thank you for all that you are doing in assisting us, and also the way we are assisting the public of St. Martin. I know we do not have the funds at this moment, and we also have to stay a distance from each other. But as soon as this is possible, I would definitely be the first to assist in organizing a fitting thank you for all of you. Let us all keep safe and enjoy the Christmas in a peaceful and safe manner. People of St. Martin, 2020 is a tough year. Keeping the schools open and teaching the students face-to-face is my greatest wish. Keeping everyone healthy goes above this. The lower the active cases in the community, the safer it is for our students. We can help in this process by adhering to the public health protocols of wearing masks, washing hands, and keeping social distance. To all our students out there in the world, wherever you are, we remember you every day and ask you to keep yourself healthy and safe and continued success with your studies. Merry Christmas again to all of you.
Management and staff of Philipsburg Auto Accessories wishes you and yours the very best for 2021.
The innovative Banco Matico contactless smart card. Your Banco Matico smart card is now equipped with a contactless feature for payments, so get ready to tap and go. Contactless payments are fast, easy, secure, and accepted worldwide at all Maestro-enabled contactless terminals. Tap for transactions equivalent to or less than 100 NAF, or the US dollar equivalent. You will receive notifications via email anytime you tap. Tap, tap, and pay fast. Fast with WIB. For more information, visit our website at wib-bank.net. Tap and go with your partner in progress.
From Santa Claus. Girl, I'm begging you, don't be mad at me. I forgot it's Christmas and you're so hard to try to please.